Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube community, 'tis I, Blackbeard to the fifth, coming at you one more again. How y'all doing out there? Hope everything's straight. Just left this morning, left Gats this morning. Heading up here to Illinois, somewhere around St. Louis area. Yesterday was very eventful. Very, very eventful. I got there kind of early, and I think it was on this first shuttle to arrive. And when we got there, or the group that I was with, we tried to go in, and I was denied because at that time the exhibitors were still checking in and they were still setting up. Well, somehow I was able to get in from another entrance. So I felt kind of good because I was the first one in that joint that wasn't an exhibitor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, anyway, everything was going good as they opened up the show. Everybody started piling in and everything. So I'm talking to business individuals, trying to network, getting advice, business advice, trying to better myself, trying to solidify the foundation of my business moving forward. Trying to advise, or not advise, but to, try to get a better plan moving forward. So all that was cool. I linked up with a good friend of mine, and we walking around the whole thing. And so at one point we get to the FedEx Critical little exhibit where their recruiters are, and we're asking them questions about how does the FedEx Critical work, how much they get paid, yada 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 yada. And it was cool, man. So then I turn around behind me, and who do I see? And there was quite a few of them sitting down talking to one of the FedEx Critical recruiters, or maybe it was a driver, I'm not sure. It was Mr. LoShawn Parks. And I made eye contact with him, and I was kind of scared to speak and introduce myself, because his last live stream was, he was telling people, like, if he's talking, don't walk up to him and just butt in, because that's rude, which I agree with. That's rude as hell. So I locked eyes with him. He acknowledged my presence or whatever, but I didn't step towards him because he was carrying on a conversation with someone. But when it got to that point, I timed it to where when, they were just sitting there and they wasn't conversing, I stepped in and, offered my hand, Mr. LoShawn Parks, pleasure to meet you, And then at the table next to him was sitting King D-Raj. Oh, snap! You get to see King D-Raj finally. So I got to, chopped it up. Now, it's crazy because on my way to go say what's up to King D-Raj, I heard another familiar voice. And I heard his voice before I actually saw him. And that voice is none other than TRB. Now, when I tell you people, and he's probably told you, but when I tell you people that that's a big dude, that's a big dude. Word up. I'm 5'6", pushing 250, easy. You know you short when you go to, you know what I'm saying, give somebody the dap and the hug, and they gotta sit there and bend down at the waist to accommodate you. Like straight up, not just like a little bit, like bend down. You know what I'm saying? You know you short. And I'm looking up at this dude like, damn, you's a big dude. You know, you was a big dude, for real. So I was able to talk to him, introduce myself to him, was chopping it up with King D-Raj. Also, the lovely Miss Tiffany Hanna was in the building. In that little group that they was were in, and they had to go over to the Uber Freight little booth, which was outside the main doors. So, you know, me and King D-Raj was just talking about a little business, you know, his future plans. You know, as we walking out to the Uber Freight thing, because they had their little thing that they had to do. So, you know, I'm chopping it over him as we walking. Loshan, Tiffany, TRB, and I think, yeah, they were in front of us on their way out. So they get out there and they're doing their thing for Uber Freight or whatever. And listen, I'm going to say this. And if she just so happens to hear this, please don't get upset with me, what I'm about to say. But Miss Tiffany, Miss Hannah, good Lord. Look here. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the contours of her body or if it was the way that those pants was made, and it just so happened to fit the curves of her waist and hips ever so nicely. But man, listen. All I'm gonna say is, man, listen. Okay? Them pants was looking mighty fine that she was wearing. That's all I'm saying. Alright? Don't get mad at me, Tiffany. Okay? Don't get mad. I'm just putting it out there. I like the pants she had on. Word up. The pants is nice. So after I got to meet a couple of YouTube celebrities, went back in there and started talking to more people about products and trucking, and I got to speak with Kevin Rutherford, who's on satellite radio. He has a show that deals with the business of trucking. I talked to him. Oh, let me back up some. I got to speak. I had to sit down with Mr. Jeffrey Light. Shout out to Jeffrey Light, man. God dang. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all don't know, if you don't follow Jeffrey Light or any of these guys, if y'all don't follow Jeffrey Light, TRB, Loshan Park, King D-Raj, something is wrong with you. Seriously. Something is wrong with you. Especially Jeffrey Light. I sat down with that man and he was giving me the benefits of having your own authority versus, having your own authority with a trailer versus power only, and he was throwing these, supporting his claim with numbers. God, man, that dude can sell salt to a snail. I'm telling you, he is good. You understand? He can, bruh. The man can sell logs to a fire. Seriously. He is good, and I enjoyed the conversation that we had. He gave me some really good knowledge to think about, and I got to meet Gear Grabber. He's a nice, knowledgeable guy too. So yesterday was very, very eventful, man. I really enjoyed it. I wish I could have stayed for today, but got to make bread. You know, and then I'm mad because Choice Mass showed up. I didn't get to see him. Fun Miss Pearl was there. I didn't get to see her. Miss Diva Trucking was there. I didn't get to see her. Oh man, I can't remember her name, but she was there with her husband, and she just gave birth to a baby. She had a YouTube channel. I can't think of her name though. It'll come back to me. She was there and with her husband. I didn't get to see them. There's quite a few people that I wanted to see that I didn't get to see. But it's all good. It's all good. Hopefully, if everything goes good, hopefully everybody will go to Matt's next year, which is always in March. So I'll attend that. Eric gave me some knowledge. Better. I'm hoping that by then my business has changed for the better. So yesterday was cool, man. Yesterday was cool. Enjoyed myself. I'm gonna post pictures and stuff like that because I took it with my camera. I didn't take anything with my phone. So I'm gonna edit this up, throw the pictures on it. That way y'all can enjoy it. Alright? So with that, this is Blackbeard. And I'm out. See y'all next time, man.